Everybody watching this after the fact, welcome to Viking MTG. Uh, Home from work a little bit early. Decided to do a quick live stream. I just thought I'd crack a few packs, talk about new spoilers that have popped up this week. Just hang out, see who hops on, see what's going on, see how everybody's doing. If we got anybody on yet, so I'll just chill out here for a minute till we get on. Went over to Isle of Games on my way home real quick and picked up some cards I needed to fill my binder in. I traded some cards away a while ago from Rivals of Ixalan and Exelon, and they were much higher back then, so I picked up new copies of them. I want some extra ammunition for the new standard. And I have a feeling all these cards are going to be quite viable, including Beckett Brass. Pirates are going to be highly legitimate in the new format. Especially with the improvement to Izzet Blue-Red. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? I think Admiral Beckett Brass will be quite legitimate. I think you can brew Beckett Brass into a lot of things. You can brew Angrath into a pirate deck. I think you can really make pirates work, and I'm going to be brewing it, that's for sure. I've already brewed a Blue-Red an Izzet pirate deck online. I just haven't brewed Splash Black in there to be able to play Beckett Brass yet. Oh, okay. What's up, Kyle? Let's crack some Rivals and some Iconic. See what we get. Just wanted to crack a few packs and talk the new set, talk the spoilers that have come out, and see who hops on. If you're not on for the live stream, you can always watch it afterwards. Let's see what we got in our Iconic packs. I'll probably be there for Standard. We'll find out. Depends. Been gonna be a strange week. Been a strange week. Zorus Chancellery, Chronicler of Heroes, Mahatma Dejin, and a Path of Bravery, and a foil Gutter Snipe. Pretty. Foil Gutter Snipe's a good card right now. Not a lot of value, but still a good card. I have a feeling it'll see a lot more play in Standard very soon. People are going to be reaching hard for solid options in Standard. Help with their burn decks and stuff. So we have Mindcrank, Stagger Shock, Condescend, and a Genesis Hydra. And the foil is foil Dragonlord Serpent. So not much to speak of from Iconic Masters. I guess I should change the name of the stream, shouldn't I? Alright, there we go. Now the stream will be named correctly. Two terrible packs of Iconic Masters, but I've had some really good ones recently, so I was bound to get two bad ones eventually. I never buy more than 2 or 3 of those packs, except the one time I bought a booster box of that product. And it didn't turn out very well. Alright. Let's see rivals what we can get. Got a Sky Marcher Aspirant, Ravenous Chupacabra, Thrashing Bronodon. There's $1. That's $2 right there. And a Direfleet Poisoner. Speaking of pirates. Yeah, I'm very excited for the rotation. I'm actually taking my binders and rare box and removing everything that isn't going to be in standard after the rotation, and kind of getting my binders ready for the next phase. I have an Imperial Ceratops, Silver Gill Adept, Charging Tuscadon, and a Sphinx's Decree. They're pretty blood here so far. Thrashing Bronodon's the best card I got so far. And rivals. One more time. As you know, Dominaria is coming out. Now, one foil here. Ouch. Forerunner of the Legion. Well, that's excluding Iconic Masters. Jungle Creeper. Crested Herd Caller. And a Slaughter the Strong. This will be a more relevant card after the cycle. 3 mana. Sorcery. Each player chooses any number of creatures he or she controls with total power 4 or less. Then sacrifices all other creatures he or she controls. It's pretty solid. It's definitely solid for a white deck. It's almost like Dusk Till Dawn. So I think it's very solid. I think that'll see play. Once Dusk Till Dawn cycles, the white decks are going to be looking for, the white creature decks are going to be looking for creatures to play. I mean, removal. So I think that'll be a swift option. So let's take a look at the spoilers as they are today. I'm not even sure if there's new ones today. Let's take a look. All right. So here we go. The big hit, and Dev with this BMTG was talking about this, is Assassin's Trophy. I think this will be a $10, $15 card. It's a rare. It's an instant. It's a black and a green, and it's destroy target permanent and opponent controls. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield, and shuffle their library. I will definitely trade your Ghalta or your Teferi for a basic land. That's a crazy card. It's extraordinarily powerful. Nullhide Ferox is new as of today. That is he's hexproof. He's a 6/6 for 4, which is crazy. You can't cast non-creature spells, which, for instance, in my Sarkhan's Unsealing deck, that's not a problem, because by the time I'm playing him, I've got Sarkhan's Unsealing out. Pay 2, and he loses all abilities until end of turn, and any player may activate that ability. That kind of sucks. But regardless, he's hexproof, and if a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard him, put it on the battlefield instead of putting it in your graveyard. So essentially, you can put it out there for free. It's a crazy card. It's got definitely got some downfalls, but it's a crazy card. Ionize is interesting. It allows you to counter a spell for 3, and then deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. It's a pretty useful counter spell. It kind of replaces Disallow. It replaces Disallow, except you need the red mana, and it deals damage instead of being able to counter spell or ability. Beast Whisper's interesting. It's a 2/3 for 4. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you draw a card. The other two, the two flips in the middle here, Response and Resurgence is okay, and Fine and Finality are okay, but they're not as good as the, where's the other one? This one is insane. Status and Statue. This one will be a massively played card. Let's take a look. What else have they released new? Dream Eater's pretty cool. Deafening Clarion. This is new. I haven't seen it. Choose one or both. Deafening Clarion deals 3 damage to each creature. And you can also choose creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. So that's pretty crazy stuff. It's definitely a powerful card. That would be good in most decks. If you have anything above 3, if you have big creatures, which is kind of going to be tough to do with white, but it's still a good card. Mainly be using the lifelink portion of it. Let me see. We have Izoni, Thousand-Eyed, which, holy cow, that's expensive. But it has Undergrowth. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token for each creature card in your graveyard. Pay 2, a black and a green, sacrifice another creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. So that's pretty useful, but it is super expensive for standard. I doubt it'll see a lot of play at that price. I just doubt it happening. If it was a little bigger, maybe if it was like a 3/4, but it's too easy to kill. You spend 6 mana on something like that, and then it just gets lightning blasted off the board. It's not doing you much. I haven't seen this one before. Whispering Spy. It's a 1 and a black for a vampire rogue. When you surveil for the first time each turn, Whispering Spy deals 1 damage to each opponent. You gain 1 life. Interesting. Hypothesizzle seems pretty cool, but it's expensive. What else do we have that's new here? I think this is new. Reign of Notions. 1, a blue, and a black. It's a sorcery. Surveil 2. You draw 2 cards. And Reign of Notions deals 2 damage to you. So I would definitely pay, especially playing control, I would definitely play 3 mana. 3 mana and lose 2 life to draw 2 cards. It's pretty useful. I definitely would definitely pay that. What else do we have here? The Goblin Electromancer. That's crazy for the blue-white deck. The blue-red deck. The Izzet deck. It's an awesome card. It's that simple. I don't care what anybody says. This will be a major player in blue-red because it's easy to keep him alive with counterspells. What else do we have? District Guide. I haven't seen that yet. It's 2 and a green. Elf Scout. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card or gate card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. It's very interesting. Deadly Visit. 5 mana to destroy a creature and surveil 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest on top of your library. So that's terrible. 5 mana to destroy a creature and essentially scry 2. And that's just not worth it at all to me. Oh, a new Goblin. Nice. So Goblin Crater Maker. 1 in a red for a Goblin Warrior. Pay 1, sacrifice Goblin Crater Maker, choose 1. Goblin Crater Maker deals 2 damage to a target creature, or destroy target colorless non-land permanent. So you can destroy an artifact or deal 2 damage to a creature. It's interesting. It's not crazy, but it's interesting. It'd be better if you didn't have to pay to sack him. All right, so we got a couple new things. Gateway Plaza. This is new. It's a land gate. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay 1. That's like, I can't remember the other land that does that. But tap and add 1 mana of any color. There's another land that does the same thing. I can't remember what it is. From M19. What else we have? We got all the. First, we have all the shock lands and the guild gates, which I am going right after 4 Steam vents as soon as they're out. Hopefully, I pull them in my boxes, but if I don't, definitely be trading for them. Chromatic lanterns, that's going to change standard. This is going to keep standard going fast. It is not by any means Mox Amber. It's legitimate. Runaway Steamkin, this is also new. It's a rare, 1 in a red, creature elemental. Whenever you cast a red spell, if Runaway Steamkin has fewer than 3 1/1 counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on Runaway Steamkin. Remove 3 counters from Runaway Steamkin, add 3 red. That's interesting. So it's essentially it can become a 4/4, and you can take up to 3 1/1 counters to add 3 mana. So it's a mana it's basically a mana creature combined with a 4/4 swinger. Well, it can be. That's interesting. That's about all I'm seeing that's interesting as far as what I'm seeing here. Chemister's Insight. That's interesting. Okay. Draw 2 cards. Jumpstart. So it allows you to pay 4 to draw 2 cards. And then you can cast that out of your graveyard again. It's a good replacement for Glimmer Genius. You don't get the energy, but you just get 2 straight draw two cards right away, and it's instant speed. So I think that's their replacement for Glimmer Genius. That's what I'm thinking. The point is, this is new. Secrets of the Mausoleum. 1 in a black with Undergrowth. Search your library for black card with convert mana cost less than or equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Reveal it and add it to your hand, then shuffle your library. What's this comment? Why only black cards? I've never been so hyped and then depressed so fast. People have major issues. Only black cards? Is he right? I just don't get it. Oh, people are so dramatic. And Niv Mizzet, I'm excited to be able to play him. Especially if I play my blue-red pirate deck. I'm not that worried about being able to cast him because I get treasures quickly. I'll have at least 2 treasures, if not 3, by turn 4 and be able to cast him on turn 5 for using the treasures. Without a doubt, I'll be able to cast him. He can't be countered. He's flying. Whenever you draw a card, Niv Mizzet Parent deals 1 damage to any target. And whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, you draw a card. So it doesn't matter if it's you or your opponent. And you get him out, it's just done. But good luck getting him off the board, too. So, that's what I'm seeing for now. That's of note. I am very sure we'll see more soon. But we'll find out. Is anybody still on with me? Because I've been blabbing and not looking at the stream. Alright, well, hope everybody enjoyed this. Oh, Jeremy, what's up, man? Yeah, hope everybody enjoyed this. I'm going to break away. I'm going to take a little nap here. I got no sleep last night, so I'm going to go try and take an actual nap. Now I'm at home a little bit early, so Had to go in way early this morning and got no sleep. So everybody talk up. Everybody has a great rest of their week. Stay tuned for more content. I'll be posting some more fun stuff this week. Some good openings, and hopefully I can get some more interesting content going soon. Talk to you later. Peace.